Ladies and gentlemen, I am going through post-game depression right now. I just finished Expedition 33. Man, what a game. One of easily my favorite game of the year so far. I thought Ghost was gonna be my game of the year, but it's very hard to beat this one. This is gonna be very hard to beat. This video will contain spoilers, but the spoilers will be for the majority of the first half. The whole entire first half of the video will be nothing but Act 1 and Act 2 spoilers. Everything in Act 3 will be at the end of the video, following up a discussion, kind of talking about my experience with the ending, okay? So there will be timestamps. There will be only a timestamp for Act 3, where I talk about Act 3 stuff. Everything from here on will be Act 1, Act 2. You see in the background, I have CL, my glorious queen of the game, as well as Lune, my other glorious queen, my glorious king Gustav, and my glorious clutch king Monoko, excuse me, let me get the name right. My glorious king Monoko. They deserve, all four of them deserve all the glaze and then some. Shout out my Yall. Verso. Yeah, shout out to everybody in that game. I know I'm dragging this video already. We'll be playing with CL today, because she is the clutch queen of the day. You see the red skirt, you see the white polka dot, I don't even know what you call it, and you see her kicks. This is one of the CL fits in the game. This is the CL fit I basically rocked the whole game. Amazing story, amazing set of characters. Shout out to my consistent dogs at the beginning of the game, Lune and Gustav. You all are the GOAT. Shout out to Big Eski, mon ami. Amazing concept, amazing world. Music is fuego. You hear the music in the back, man. Main title screen, I already knew this was gonna be a banger. It's like hearing that Elden Ring title screen for the first time. That's how I felt playing this, bro. This game is amazing, and I don't even like turn-based RPGs like that. But in recent years, I've started to come around. Maybe it came with age, I don't know. Maybe it came with the patience. Maybe it came with me not being able to handle all these big ass open world games. But man, Baldur's Gate 3, I thought that was gonna be my favorite turn-based game ever. This one takes the cake, brother. Oh my gosh, this is actually like in my top 20 all-time of video games. I promise you it is. It's this it might be glazed right now. I gotta really sit back and think about it months after this, but bro, I think this definitely makes my top 20 for sure. That parry in the turn-based mechanic was so fun, bro. Listen. Honestly, I have no complaints about this game. I have a lot to talk about, and my only complaint is like the music in and out of scenes was kind of off. Okay, I'll say that. That's probably like my only complaint. Like sometimes it gets the things going, but then it'll cut out when it turns to a different scene. Like I feel like it should just keep up and keep going. They probably wanted to change the scene for a different time, so yeah, regardless, let's go and get right into it. The shock value when everybody got to that island, bro, was just insane, bro. Like I was like, oh okay, they taking the gloves off already real early. As soon as we get to the island, they already letting me know what kind of game this is. Shit's about to be real. Yeah, this isn't your standard save everybody gets to go home story. I'm like, okay, I like the setting already. After entering that island and realizing the stakes, it gets even better when oh my gosh, when it came to that time with my glorious dog, my dog Gustav. Man, when it got to that point, wait, my dog Gustav really sat there and died? I was like, dog, what is going on? The MC's dead? What? Well, my dog Gustav died and Mael took the reins. I should have saw that coming because I think she already started having like the visions and stuff. You can clearly tell there's like a contrast different in her impact to the story and everybody else's in the squad, especially to the girl like Alicia. Yeah, that was her name, Alicia. Yeah. Of course. Alicia. There was a like I'm talking about a pure. Like I'm talking about like you damn near thought they were sisters. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking at first that Mael and Alicia were sisters. And she probably, because remember she came up an orphan, so I thought they were sisters or something, like long lost sisters on this island. Maybe Mael came from here. I don't know if before that they said, oh, she was born in Lumiere or and all that other stuff. I just know she was an orphan. I'm like, yo, these two mofos gotta be family or something. Like I said, the storytelling is just amazing. Even the lore, like it's layers under layers under layers under layers under layers. And I think the way it's told, like some things are left to interpretation or how you interpret it, versus you trying to like be like, oh, okay, like this is this or this is that. Nothing's concrete. So yeah, that's just my personal take on that. Also, Luna is the GOAT. She has been my GOAT from the beginning portion of the game. I'm talking about Mrs. Stain, Mrs. Clutch, whatever you want to call her. Shout out to her. So yeah, RIP my dog Gustav. Ever since Gustav died, I kind of became a hater of Verso. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just keeping it a buck. Overcharge, that was my move, okay? Listen, Lune was my number one. If I'm going into a battle, I'm picking Lune. But Overcharge, oh my gosh, that move is just lovely. It's beautiful, it's grand, it's spectacular. Now, when Verso came onto the scene and I saw Perfection, I was like, what is this? Even if it's similar in concept, I don't think it's the same impact because I didn't use Verso like that. So I could be talking about as Verso could be a way better character. I think he is a better character than Gustav. Let's not get it twisted. But it's just, I was so used to Gustav at the beginning that I could not wrap my head around why am I looking at Verso on my screen. So I did become his biggest hater, but that's fine, okay? Playthrough number 2. We gonna see what Verso really about. That's what New Game Plus is for. I'm gonna be in there like swimwear the next time I play, most definitely. So yeah, we gonna give Verso his proper chance, okay? Okay, I was genuinely surprised when the world opened up after I got SKA. I was so surprised because boy, I was like, yo, like this seems like a linear experience, man. But boy, not only am I surprised that the world opened up, there is a lot of dogs in the open world, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm talking about nothing but belt to ass in the open world. That ice dude in that corner who be floating, whatever that thing called, oh my, belt to ass. Damn near every time I fought him, except for the end game, I beat his ass. But still, CL has a special place in my heart. You know why? Because I wrote her powers and abilities back when I used to write about a show. Her powers and abilities are very similar to what I wrote about a character in my story. From like back in like 2018, 1-in-1, Sun and Moon, Light and Dark, whatever, Twilight, that whole thing. I'm talking about 1-in-1. So CL will have a special place in my heart forever as a video game character, even if her like character herself isn't all that, you know. To me. Also, that's a freaky frog right there, boy. That is a freaky frog. But you know I mess with CL because she's real. She always keeps things a buck. Her and Verso, I think I talked to Verso one time. Well, Verso talked as Verso. I talked to her. Damn, I hate him that much. That's crazy. As Verso. I talked to CL, and you know, relationship 4 came around. CL was like, you know, you trying to be adventurous? Verso was like, what you mean? I thought me telling stories adventurous enough. She was like, nah, you trying to go over there away from the party and be adventurous? I was like, oh. Even Verso was like, oh shit. Bad. So you know they did their thing, their bond started to increase a little bit. But like I said, she's real. She kept it a bean, like if there was ever a way to bring back, if she said if there was a way to ever bring back her husband, she jumping on that. ASAP. Verso, I'm back. She back with her mans. I was like, yo, CL is so real, bro. Like, shout out to CL as a character too. I'm doubting her character, bro. She's actually a really good character. I'm sorry, y'all. Now I'm thinking about it and shit. Like, she is so real. Even the conversation her and Verso had when they came to like, about how she tricks herself into thinking death isn't final or something like that. I think she said. I might be misquoting, but that was like, shout out to CL, really cool character. Yo, the Duelisto fight. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but this is like, I'm just trying to fresh off the game. I'm trying to like piece it all together. This is like a 30-40 hour experience. I'm trying to sum up here in a few, you know, in a video. So yeah, the Duelisto fight was fire. Fresh off the Gustav death. The Duelista fight was fire. It was insane. It was crazy. But the Axons fight, brother. Woo! That shit was like, I'm looking at this like, yo, the scaling of this game just changed. And I knew it was the hints was the Duelista fight, I think. That was just the pregame. The Axons fight though, oh my gosh, let me turn this fan on. It's getting hot in here, bro. I did like the Visage one. That one was good. Even taking out the other hymns before getting to him. I don't know if that would have made a difference if I didn't and just ran straight to him, or if I couldn't, I don't know. But that fight was super fire. That dude in the end, he has the Visage of whatever that dude's called. He has the most sauce out of anybody in that game, in my opinion. This one right here, the most sauce out of anybody in the game, in my opinion. The Mask Keeper has so much sauce. Bro was so tough to me. Every time he stepped on the scene, the lights start flashing. Oh my gosh, the sound design of, oh, bro, W Glaze, man. Shout out to the Mask Keeper. He was that MFer. This has easily been my probably favorite boss fight of the entire game, I think. This one was so fun. The scale and everything was fire. Bro, this was a beautiful boss and a beautiful boss fight, bro. This shit was so fire. Man, that shit was fire, dog. I ain't gonna lie. So we are now transitioning. I mean, we already was in the end of Act 2, but now we're transitioning even more into the end of Act 2. So FYI, after that boss fight, and I went back to the main map, I sat down, and I was just like, before I went to work that day, I was like, yo, this one of the ones. This is damn near beyond game of the year to me. This is one of the ones for me, like, all time, damn near. Like, it's up there. And so after getting rolled on the map more, I decided to take my talents to fight the painters, because I was like, no, let's save this content for when I play it again. And I'm already plotting to play it again after I finish everything I got going on now. Play a little bit of Elden Ring, play Lost Souls Aside, and a couple other games. I'm back in it like swimwear, like we never left. Yeah, after getting packed up on the map some more, I'm saving everything for New Game Plus. Oh no, I already said that. The painters fight, absolutely fire. The scaling of it was fire. She was throwing all kind of stuff at me, honestly. Took me a few tries, but my glorious kings and queens, Monoko, Lune, CL, y'all are the goats. That's my big three. Oh my gosh, there's no big me over here. It is a big three. The way the game, now this is like a perspective I saw online that I kind of agreed with when I saw it. So, because I had to look up some stuff, right? Now this is a little bit of Act 3 spoilers, I think, because I don't think this was set at Act 2. Was it? It might have been, but just be careful, be mindful, y'all. I'm about to say something. Spoiler. It might be Act 3, might be Act 2. Watch at your own discretion, all right? I'm letting y'all know now. The Paintress fight, before the Paintress fight, she said she like denied Verso and said Verso was created by her father and stuff like that. That she said that he created him to oppose her. But the whole time, she actually created Verso, but she can't fathom the fact that Verso is going against her will. You see, like her son is going against her will. While the whole reason for her, no, that's definitely Act 3 stuff. Well, I already gave the spoiler warning. Like I said, watch at your discretion. She's so lost in her grief that her son that she created opposing her, she's blaming it on her husband. And it's like, that's a crazy like spin on it. Like that's a great way to show how affected she was by her grief for her to be in that canvas. Like that was crazy. I was like, yo, that's fucking fire. But I didn't think about this until I saw it online, and I was like, oh shit, that is a W perspective. So shout out to the person on Reddit who said that. I did not get the name. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about Act 1 and 2. My main thing I wanted to talk about though was Act 3. So I got my paper. So Act 3, right? We are now entering Act 3 spoilers, FYI. This is Act 3 stuff only. I let y'all know what I let y'all know. Basically, we found out that the whole story is a canvas. The whole family basically like split apart after the death of their son, and Maya and her sister's brothers. So Verso, because of his death, the family's broken, and they are painters, and they create paintings. And I don't really understand this part. I remember when they said this, but I think I was reading online. They were saying like the writers and stuff burned like a part of the mansion, which hints in killing Verso. I don't know about all that stuff. I can't speak on all that because I don't even know nothing about all of that. Like I said, that's a little thing I saw online, looking it up briefly. Maya wakes up with a broken voice, scarred face because of the fire after Verso's death. She goes and talks to her sister. Her sister says, oh, Maya, you can enter this canvas. And and well, you can enter this canvas to stop your mother. And what caused the fracture is your mother and father fighting for so long. They're still in there fighting. So as her sister, I believe her sister drew her in there. And then when her sister drew her in the canvas, damn, I'm trying to see if I got my information. I'm trying to think if I got my information correct. Because when her sister and her had that conversation in Act 3, that was before everything happened in the story, correct? When she originally drew her in there, and then Yall, Alicia's power got taken over by her mother because she's not as strong as her mother as a paintress, and her whole story got created into the Yall who was from Lumia. Correct? No? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comment section. I might be spreading misinformation. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm spotty on like Act 3 and all the parts. Like, it's crazy. The layers and detail of this game is crazy. The lore is here, bro. The lore is here, and I'm here for it. So Yall's in the canvas, and she remembers everything. Apparently, Verso knows everything as well. It's just that Yall finally remembers everything. She gains the power to be able to recreate Lune, CL, all the people along the way. Verso created the world as we knew it when he was a child, way before his death. The paintress created a new reality when it due to her grieving, and then she ended up creating the versions of her family that we saw throughout the entirety of the game. But now we've entered an era where painted Verso exists. Real life Verso's gone. Yall is in the canvas, her mom's in the canvas, and her mom's husband is in the canvas. We stopped the paintress, right? But then talking to Renoir, her father, Yall's father, talking to Yall's father, and now he wants to destroy that entire canvas so that they all can live happily, live in real life and get over this tragedy. That's what the father wants to do. Yall's like, no, I don't want this canvas to go. We got mama out. You can leave this canvas up. The father's like, no, the mama's gonna find this canvas again and go back in here. And he doesn't want that for her because in real life, she's dying as they go and do this, mold with their painting. And the father's like, yo, like, no, I don't want my family to be more die or be more broken than we already are. That's what the father says. And Yall is of the belief like, hey, like, I don't want this canvas to go either. You can't destroy this. We got mama out. You should leave this canvas up. We can't. This is our only tie to Verso because he's gone in real life. This is how we can live through him, live with him technically. And it's crazy because none of them is like conversing with Verso, but they're choosing what's best for this painted version of Verso. While Verso has been immortal and been living forever in this canvas, and he hasn't been. He wants essentially to go. He wants to go essentially. He's been alive for so long. He doesn't want to belong here anymore. He doesn't want anything to do with any of this anymore. He wants his mama's health to get better. He wants his mama to live. He wants everybody to move on essentially. Regardless, so we were supposed to stop Renoir. We stopped him. And then they put me in this predicament. They had the audacity to put me in this damn predicament to make me pick to use Yall to keep everybody in here and keep the canvas going, or keep the boy painting, or to pick Verso's side where Verso stops himself from painting and he no longer would exist and this canvas could be done and over with. So basically Verso is on the side of real life Renoir, the father, while Yall is on the side of keeping the canvas up, but they help their mama, but they want to keep the canvas up. So it's kind of like the beliefs of the mama versus the father in a way, kind of, but just with a spin on it with the kids and their own versions of the way. Verso doesn't want to exist no more. He's been living here for too long. He does not want to do this anymore, and he wants his mama to get better because he sees what it's doing to his mother. You saw the way he was staring at that portal. Bruh, this game. So me being me, like I said, I was Verso's biggest hater throughout the entirety of the game, and I feel for Verso. That's why playthrough 2 gonna hit different. But I did choose Yall's ending. Now, when I chose Yall's ending, I have a couple of questions. Brother, when I saw everybody together, everybody was about to get ready for this orchestra. And Verso was, well, first off, everybody walked in. I saw Lune sit down. I saw Lune, CL, and the little boy from basically Gustav's apprentice all sit down and stuff. I saw CL with her husband. I was like, oh shit, so did Mael really paint everybody back to life? And then to add on to that, guess what I see at the door? My motherfucking dog. Gustav walked through the door with Sophia. I was like, oh shit, they painted them two back together too? So I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh damn. So that means we won't ever get like the what happened with like, because you know, like when Luna and CL got painted back, they're like, oh, we got Gamage. What happened? We never get to see that with Gustav. Like, I would have loved to see like that perspective of Gustav getting re-brought back to life. Like, what happened? What? Asking the questions and stuff. Essentially, like, I wish I could have saw that, but it's whatever though. When everything turned black and white, and I look at the stage. Verso's on the stage right now, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, what kind of mind shit is this? Verso is on the stage right now, and he said his only love is to play music, but now he's playing music at a time where he doesn't want to exist, but then this person is keeping him here against his will, essentially. And I'm like, damn. So is the black and white thing a part of Verso's perspective of how he sees things, or is this a part of both of their perspectives? Like, one agrees, one doesn't. So now he's forced to his only thing that can keep him together is his passion that he has, which is the only thing he has left. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. So now essentially, like, Mael's like she's the new Patroness at this point. That was fire. And this right here, when this popped up on the screen, I got nothing but goosebumps. That's how I know this one of them games the whole time, bro. This my shit, bro. This game is so fucking fire, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. It's so much stuff to comment on, and so much stuff I haven't experienced in my playthrough that I cannot wait to get to in my second playthrough. This joint finna hit, bro. Listen, I am getting the Elden Ring, Cyberpunk, Batman Arkham City effect from this game. That's how I know it's one of my goats. Like, you feel a way when you beat a game, but when a game truly is one of them ones, you know it's one of them ones, bro. And this just happens to be one of them ones. Music, story, art direction, characters, gameplay. It checks off every single box for me. World, vibrant, bright, dark, gritty, all kind of different worlds, variety of playstyle, variety in gameplay, so many layers to this shit, so much lore. This is this is one of those ones. Shout out to the development team. Didn't I hear like 30 developers work on this or something? I'm sorry if that's misinformation, but I can't remember the exact quote. And I also heard that it was a old Ubisoft dev who decided to make his own shit. Shout out to you too, gang. Y'all made a beautiful thing, bro. This company, bro, I'm gonna be on the lookout for this company, bro. I am in here. Sandfall Interactive, bro. Y'all got it. Shout out to y'all. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Beautiful game. So beautiful that I decided to make this long ass video talking about it, bro. That's how I know it's real. Oh man, I wish I documented. And see, that's why I don't like, bro, because I played it on the Game Pass, and mind you, I have a PC and an Xbox Series S, right? The Series S is downstairs for like downstairs use, you know, in case I don't want to be in my main gaming room all the time. I feel like some games hit with a different change of pace. I decided to enjoy this on my own, on my PC and on my Series S downstairs sometimes. I didn't record nothing, no content on it, no nothing. And that's one of the reasons I do content. It's like a way of seeing memories of me experiencing games, because I would like just experiencing them in general has like just been a fire for me. And now another one bites the dust. Again, I did this shit again to one of the goats. I did it again. Nothing to show for it either. I have nothing to show for it. I'm tired of doing this, bro. Like, I really want to document it, but it's like, it's tough for me, bro. Sometimes I like enjoying them myself, but I would love to go back and see them. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't, like, it hurts, man. It really does hurt, bro. Now I can never see my first reaction to any of this again. All because I didn't document it. Nah, fam. I gotta get right, dog. I gotta get right. Oh, I gotta get right. What a game, though, man. What a game, man. I'm tired of talking. So I appreciate you all for watching this. If y'all made it this far, shout out to y'all. No closing statement. This one of them goats. I gotta own this physically, man. I gotta own this physically. So I will be getting this again soon. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. What a game, bro. The rest of this week is cooked for me already. Peace.